Good morning. Today's Sunday, December 13th, 2020. I'll do a brief little rundown of my KTM 790 Adventure S. It's a 2019 model. I have about 12,000 miles on it. This summer I took it off on a 9,600 mile 3-week road trip camping. Left from Connecticut, went over to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and headed west, hitting all the national parks that I could hit. Some were closed, some were open. Ended up down in California, Utah, Moab, Bryce Canyon, Grand Canyon. Seen a lot of good things. Bike was great. At the time, I had it loaded up with my Moscow Reckless 80 to carry all my camping gear. I pulled off the Stinger 22 and used I think it was a Field Shears 70-liter dry bag to carry the bulk of my camping gear. I had a couple bags attached to the Touratech racks here. I think it was their possible pouches and something from Aero Stitch as well. I'll see if I can get some pictures up. But this is it, the KTM 790 Adventure S. I do have the Raid Garage windshield on it. I did some vinyl wrapping myself. Pretty easy to do, really changes the look of the bike. I've got some highway pegs on it. When you're doing 8 or 10 hours in the saddle, you tend to get tired. I'm not treating this as a dirt bike. I have a dirt bike for that. I'm treating this as a mid-size adventure bike. I think that's a giant loop tire tube there. Touratech headlight guard, 20-watt spotlights. A little wing here that really helps with the Raid Garage. I was getting some buffeting off the Raid Garage screen, but I added this little lip here that I drilled in, and it rides perfect. It's no wind turbulence. It's really, really comfortable for me. I've got the bark busters. Obviously, I took off the stock plastic hand guards. I am running the riser on the handlebars. You can see that. Rocks risers. It picks up the bars, brings them back a little bit. I made my own GPS mount to go into the tower there. Pretty simple fabrication there. I'm running the Tomtom Rider 550. I got some blind spot mirrors. These mirrors really aren't for blind spots for me. What they are is when I'm standing up, I have those positions so I can see behind me when I'm standing up. Not necessarily for use necessarily on the road, but when I stand up that way, I don't have to adjust my main mirrors. I have the Oxford heated grips on the bike. This is over here is remote control for my electric vest. It is a lifesaver. Obviously, I'm running the Ram quick grip phone mount. This is a KTM branded tank bag. It works well. I have power running into that tank bag. You can see through the SAE connectors, and there's 4 splitters inside for charging gear. I run my electric vest off of that. Everything else. I have a little Givy toolbox here that I keep some spares and tools, my tool set up in there. I have the Remco Racing seat here covered in suede, and that thing, it's amazing. From the 2-piece seat from KTM to this Remco Racing seat, huge difference in comfort, able to shift back and forth, move around on a bike. Very, very, very comfortable. Definitely worth the money. I put a couple of these are grab handles here for ATV for up on the roll bars. What I do is I have them down there to help get the bike up on the center stand when I'm on with the Moscow Motos, because then you can't reach the hand grips. I took all the handles off, the passenger hand grips. I made this little plate here that's holding the tool box. I have a waterproof case back here behind the license plate that holds my registration, license, things like that. When I'm just running around during the day, I run this little top box. It's an old military night vision goggle case I got offline. I do have it set up to pick up my roto packs. Right now I just have my cycle pump in it. And I did put some Velcro on it. My daughter, 13-year-old, likes to ride with me, so I have some Velcro here. I have a back pad I can sit there and make it really comfortable for her ride. But yeah, I've got larger pegs, Touratech upper and lower engine guards. I have been down a couple times on a bike, as you will when you're off road. That's just par for the course. little helmet hook I made here out of just a piece of Kydex so I can hang my helmet. And when you're running a $1,000 helmet, you don't want to be laying it on the ground. You know, decals from a lot of the places I visited when I was on the road. I went through Yosemite, obviously, Moab, Mount Rainier, Theodore Roosevelt, Zion. Yeah, you know, the bike handled well at the time. I was running the Dunlop Trail Max Mission tires, and they were great. I got about 9,000 miles out of those tires, and they still had life left in them. But they were starting to cup, and I was getting a little vibration. So right now, I just put on a set of the Bridgestone Battle Axe AX41s, just really getting started with these tires. So far, they're doing great. I'm out here running some gravel roads and some mud. I'm not doing any single track or anything. I'm by myself, and I don't have my knee braces on, and I'm not carrying my inReach, so taking it easy today. But no, the bike's great. And like I said, I was 3 weeks in the saddle. I did some time, 20 hours in the saddle, and I was very, very comfortable, well protected from the elements. The bike's great. I've had probably 20 motorcycles at this point. This is only my second adventure bike. The first one was a Aprilia Pegaso 2000 model, 650. That was a great bike. I sold that and picked up this. I was intending to go to Alaska to Dead Horse, but with the COVID, they closed Canada and I could not go there. I already had the time off from work, so I ended up doing a tour of the United States and every national park I could hit. I do have the Camel headlight support, neck brace, I guess you call it, in there. I don't know if I need it or not, but I do hit some rough stuff, and better safe than sorry. It would suck for your headlight to fall off. But the bike's great. I get 40 miles a gallon, 35 miles a gallon, depends on how much I twist that throttle. But all right, that's it for the bike. I haven't done any major modifications like a cat delete or anything like that. I'm running stock exhaust. So this is the 2019 KTM 790 Adventure, set up as a mid-size adventure bike. All right, signing out. Have a good day.